In this little demonstration, have a look at some examples and I'll work them through with you to see exactly what happens. Let's look at 8 to the power of 2/3. We've already seen 8 to the power of 1/3, and what we should get from there is that 8 to the power of 2/3 means the cube root of 8 squared, or the cube root of 8 squared. Both of those will give you the same result, and I'll show you how. 8 squared is 64, so we've got the cube root of 64. Well, what times what times what is 64? It's 4. Okay, 4 times 4 is 16. 4 16s are 64. Or, if we're using the other method, the cube root of 8 is what times what times what is 8? The answer to that is 2. So inside the brackets we have 2. 2 squared is 4. So either of those will work. What about, let's say, 100 to the power of 3/2? And it's negative as well. First things first, the negative, we'll take it as a fraction. So it's now 1/100, 3/2. Now this will give us 1 over, now the denominator is the root, so I've got 100, and the numerator is the power. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So it's the square root of 100 cubed, or using the other method, not the method but the other way of looking at it, I can do the square root of 100 cubed. This is actually easier, so it's 1 over, the square root of 100 is 10, and I have 10 cubed, which is 10 times 10 is 10, which is 1000. Okay, so that's what I end up with. Using some algebra and letters, let's say we have 4x squared to minus a half. Well, again, the negative will take us into a fraction. So this would be whatever is in the brackets to the half. Now, anything to the half is the square root, and I've chosen nice numbers. What times what gives you 4x squared? And the answer is 2x. Because 2x times 2x is 4x squared. So these are just straightforward little examples of what could happen. What about something like, okay, 3 3/8 to the power of 2/3. Okay, don't freak out, it looks a bit weird, but all I'm looking at is 3 3/8. Now we can use our previous knowledge, and we can say 24, 25, 20, 27 over 8 is the same as 3 3/8. So all I've done is change the mixed number, 3/8, into an improper fraction, 27 over 8. This will lead us on to make meaning of the 2/3. It's the cube root of 27 over 8 squared, which is the cube root of 27 over 8. Well, that's the cube root of 27, which is 3. 3 times 3 times 3. And the cube root of 8 is 2. 2 times 2 times 2. Squared. 3 squared is 9. 2 squared is 4. End of story. Done. And that's it, really. Those are the sort of things you do. Let's do another one that's maybe got some x's in it and things like that. Let's do 16x to half to the minus 1. Okay, now this one will be minus 1, so it's a fraction. 1 over 16x to the half. Now be careful here, the half is only with the x, it's not with the 16 as well. So this will be 1 over The 16 remains unchanged, and that's what you'd end up with. Okay, and not really a brilliant example, but at least I can see that there's could be a problem there with interpreting 16x to the half. Because if I do this one, look, 16x to the half to the minus 1, okay, well, straight away, using rules from before, I can do that, which is 16x to the minus a half, which leads us on to 1 over 16x to the half, and notice this time where the brackets are, so this will lead us to 1 over the square root of 16x which ends up as 1 over 4 square root x. I'll leave it there. Done.